So I think from now on, I'm not going to delete the ones that I start that go horribly wrong. I'm just going to save them and then put together a fantastic hour and a half long blooper reel of me starting the videos and then just devolving into absolute babbling. So, next attempt. But isn't that the way it always goes? We start strong and then we just kind of fall apart. But that is so much of everything and so much of how we pick ourselves up and keep going and try again. So, in that vein, uh, with starting, this is more of a not so much anything about the school or the projects we have going on there right now. This is more about me and my personal endeavors of trying to um, to get off the ground as a small project. Small project. I have a goal. I have a goal. I've talked about it a little bit in the past, but my goal is to create a group where I can provide resources for small theater programs and schools that don't have their own technical departments, their own designers and resources along those lines, because I know how hard it is to find them. So that is my goal. And we have a Facebook group for that. It's called Backstage AIC. Backstage Adults in Charge, for folks that work with students and young people. And I have an email for that particular project, just dedicated to that project. And I did it through Google Workspace. I set it all up, and I could not, and I still don't know if it's working. By all indications, it should be working. But I've spent the past 4 days trying to get the emails to go out and not be spammy. We all hate spam. I'm not a spammy person. I am not trying to spam anybody. But apparently, just by virtue of having a workspace, a Google account, a Google email that's not a personal Gmail, sets off a whole bunch of red flags. So anyway, I've been jumping through hoops, uh, and I'm trying to create. I don't want to say like not mass email lists. I think there's like 14 people on my email list right now. Just trying to get the emails to work. Because if I send it to myself, because I set it up as my backup email, as my personal email, but if I sent it to any of my other accounts, it was just land in the spam folder. And so there's online tools that you can use to check, test your email to make sure it's working, and then you go in and you do all of the things that they say to make sure that you're good. And I finally got it up to where it says it's good and it's verified and authenticated, and but it's taken me 4 days. And I was so frustrated. And if you can ask my friends who have been dealing with me for the past 2 years online, my husband and several of my friends are very, very computer savvy and like programmers. They deal with the networks at work. They are the IT solution for their offices. Um, Even if that's their job or not, but that's what they do. That's what they know. And I am very much I have infinite patience with the equipment that I have to deal with at work because that's what I've been doing all my life. So different light boards, I can sit down and figure that out. I have patience for learning that. If I turn on my computer and I want to send an email, I want it to work, and I don't want to have to dig into the nitty gritty of my domain information to try to make it function normally. I mean, that's just the way I am. And you can ask, and you find people that know me and ask them. I have zero patience. I will throw up my hands and throw temper tantrums, or at least I have in the past. I admit it. I'm a strong woman. I can admit when I throw temper tantrums. Uh, so to actually sit down and struggle through this and figure it out and make it happen is kind of a huge deal for me. And I did. Now, I don't know if it worked, but it is sending now, and hopefully it will land in the emails of the people that I sent it to, and hopefully they will respond. Um, But that gets to the heart of learning new things to move forward. And you are, when you learn new things as an adult, and that frustration builds, and you've got to have that reason to get over that line. You've got to have that motivation to get over that hump, that learning hump, that frustration. You got to take that back and remember, okay, this is what my students feel every day. This is what the kids in my life, if you're not a teacher and you work with young people in a different capacity, this is what they're feeling every day about everything that they run into that they don't gain immediate success from. I see it in my own kids. I see it in my students. I see it in students that I don't work with. And I hear about it from all of my teacher friends and family, literally all over the country. We're a dispersed group of people. So keep that in mind and apply the same patience and grace that you have to yourself to the people that you're teaching, whether they are young people, whether they are adults. And I think that kind of patience goes a long way. So, but cheer the victories. So, check us out if you're interested in joining our community of Backstage Adults. Again, we're shooting to be a resource for small theaters, school programs, after-school programs, church programs that don't necessarily have the technical support that they want, and hooking them up with other people in their area, providing things that they might want and need, just based on, everybody knows somebody and everybody knows something that somebody else doesn't know. So the more we can share, the better off we'll all be. Have a fantastic evening, everybody, and we'll talk at you another time.